Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Inquisitive by Institute of Management Technology, Hyderabad. I, Anish,
And I, Kopal, will be your host for today.
with a great pleasure, we would like to welcome you all to the grand finale of the second edition of Inquisitive competition. Let's tell you what Inquisitive is. Inquisitive is a know-it-all quiz competition specially designed for undergraduates, graduates, and MBA aspirants to prove their mettle and win exciting prizes.
Inquisitive was conceptualized by IMT Hyderabad in 2019. In its second edition, witnessed a participation of over 6,000 participants across the nation. And today, we will be revealing the top 10 finalists. But before that, may I request everyone in to switch off their phones or set them in silent mode to ensure that the competition runs smoothly without any disturbance. I would now like to welcome Professor Dr. Saurabh Bhattacharya to inaugurate the finale. Professor Saurabh Bhattacharya is a faculty of Operations and Supply Chain Management at the Institute of Management Technology, Hyderabad. His research interests include green supply chain, closed loop supply chain, circular economy, and consumer green behavior. Some of his research work also include the supply chain contracts and coordination mechanisms. He is a CII certified expert in carbon footprinting. Professor Bhattacharya is an avid case writer, especially in a field-based cases. Many of his cases on operations and marketing strategies are a part of prestigious IVEY Case Publishing Canada, CEIBS Case House China, and Case Center UK. He has trained a large number of industry professionals in the areas of project management, inventory management, and operations excellence. Professor Bhattacharya has attended the Participant Centered Learning Program as a part of Harvard Executive Education at Harvard Business School, Boston, USA. Can we please have it on screen?
Thank you, Kopal and Anish. And it is my pleasure to welcome all the participants here for the second edition of Inquisitive. I also take a great pleasure in inviting Mr. Avinash Mudliar and Ms. Ramya Mudliar for holding this event. And I hope all the participants will have a very, very eventful and successful day today. I would also like to take this opportunity to extend my gratitude to the director of IMT Hyderabad, Dr. Venkateshwarlu, and also Dean Academics, Dr. Sri Harsha Reddy, for supporting us in putting this event. And I'm sure going forward, in the next 2 hours, we are going to have exciting exchanges of question and answer. And I would like to also congratulate all the participants here, 10 participants who are representing some of the best schools, undergraduate schools in the country. And congratulations to all of them because they have been the top 10 participants among the 6,000 registered candidates. This year, the second edition of Inquisitive has become even more larger as compared to last year. And we would like to see Inquisitive as one of the flagship events of IMT Hyderabad in years to come, running very close to some of the top business quizzes that happen in the country. So with that hope and with that excitement, I would now hand over to the MCs to take the further proceedings. Thank you so much and all the very best to the participants.
Thank you so much, sir, for the warm welcome. I would now like to invite Professor Dr. K. Srihasa Reddy, the Academics, IMT Hyderabad, to share a few words. Dr. K. Srihasa Reddy, Dean Academics and Professor of Finance and Accounting, is a passionate academic leader for last 2 decades, facilitating quality learning environment for various stakeholders of management education in India. Dr. Reddy published a book on banking and insurance and several research papers in the areas of banking and finance and fintech. He worked on research projects with NABARD, NBCI, and conducted several training programs on Ind-AS, digital banking, and treasury management for bankers in India, Nepal, and Bangladesh. He is also on the editorial board of SN Business and Economics and reviewer of Journal of Developing Areas and South Asian Journal of Global Business Research. Dr. Reddy is a steering committee member of CFO Forum and Edutech Excellence Forum, CII Telangana, and management committee member of Hyderabad Management Association. We welcome you, sir, on the stage.
Thank you. Thank you. Uh, Professor Dr. Venkateshwarlu, Director, IMT Hyderabad. My colleague, Professor Saurav Bhattacharya, Chairperson, Admissions. Mr. and Mrs. Mudaliar, who are facilitating this quiz. My dear students, alumnus, uh, ladies and gentlemen. A very good evening to everyone. Let me first congratulate the 10 finalists who are here, and it is very heartening to know that these 10 participants have made are picked from 6,000 registered students. I must also congratulate the efforts made by the admission team for continuing this Inquisitive, which is the second edition. And I only wish the Inquisitive, the ultimate business quiz done by IMT Hyderabad, should be there for decades. Um, I learned from the admissions team that the kind of traction the ultimate business quiz is not just in words, but around a million views were there for this event and 6,000 registrations, and of which 10 finalists have made it. This is an amazing effort, and I appreciate the admissions team and the other players who contributed to this. I'll quickly take you through what is that we offer in IMT Hyderabad. I basically handle the academic programs offered at postgraduate level and doctoral level. We have PGDM, PGDM Finance, PGDM Marketing, and PGDM Executive and Fellow Program in Management, which are being approved by AICTE and are accredited by national agency called National Board of Accreditation and an international agency called AMDISA, which is Association of Management Institutes and Development in Asia, South Asia, basically. So they gave us 5 years accreditation called SACS, South Asian Quality Systems. The program outcomes which we would like to achieve through our various 2 years and 18 months and 4-year programs is to develop functional proficiency, analytical and critical thinking, leadership abilities, communication skills, creativity and innovation, ethical and global perspectives, which are basically the future skills. It is not me from IMT Hyderabad who is saying these are the future skills. World Economic Forum in their 2018 report have published next decade, these are the skills. Next decade will be the decade of workforce who need to have more of soft skills, around 60 to 64%, and hard skills to 30 to 36%. So that is where we have aligned all our programs, redesigned, and delivering it to the incoming batch, which has recently joined in August. Some of the salient features of our program offerings, we coined it as leadership engagement and academic program, which would have one-to-one mentoring. We call this as industry mentor-mentee program, global immersion, social immersion, distinguished speaker series, we call this as leadership series, industry immersion through a 12-week internship program, and then we have industry guided courses, which we call as practitioner sessions, where 20% of the coursework is handled by the CXOs from various functions. And we facilitate students to undertake several certification programs. Now, I'm extremely happy that we are continuing this Inquisitive, which is in line with our vision of nurturing socially responsible business leaders, quizzing skills. Test all these 10 students who could make it to the finals would have demonstrated that alertness, inquisitiveness, sharpness, and then ability to have a wide perspective about the general awareness. So I'm excited to and looking forward for the event. I congratulate all these 10 participants, and all 10 of you are winners. At the end of the day, we need to identify one or two, I think 3 prize winners. But all 10 of you for me are winners, irrespective of who actually makes it to the winners or runners. I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to talk about the program offerings in IMT Hyderabad and congratulate the finalists. Thank you. Over to MC.
Thank you, sir. It was indeed a pleasure to listen to the words of wisdom by Dean, sir. Moving ahead, we would like to invite our director, sir, Professor Dr. M. Venkateshwarlu, who is currently associated with IMT Hyderabad as the director and professor of finance. Prior to joining IMT, he worked as a professor of experience in the fields of teaching, training, research, and consulting. He has completed his PhD in finance from Osmania University, Hyderabad, and is the recipient Best Professor in Financial Management Award 2009, an award for a CCAP initiative under Innovation category by McGraw-Hill, USA 2008. Sir, we would like you to share your experiences from the last year and what you expect from our finalists this time. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for introducing. I welcome all the participants and also the alumnus of IMT Hyderabad, student of IMT Hyderabad, and the other audience who have been watching this program. And as you know that this is the second edition of Inquisitive, the ultimate quiz. And last year also this same quiz happened in the month of December. In fact, this year I was told that many more teams, many more students have participated in the registered for the quiz. But like last year, this year also only 10 people can qualify for the finale. Okay. See, the issue is why we are doing it. Okay. One is to promote awareness among the students community about certain aspects of the business, because the quiz is all about the certain developments and certain activities of business or the business environment. Okay, that must have been tested with all the registered participants. Okay, now second thing is how do we connect with the students community, and that too with the best of the institutions and also with the best of the students from those institutions. Already I see that all the 10 students are coming from the 10 top institutions in the country. That includes from IITs, IIT Madras, IIT Kanpur, BITS Pilani, BITS Mishra, and so many institutions. Okay, and I'm sure all of you must have done a lot of enough hard work to qualify all the rounds and reach to the final level, and must be waiting to actually participate in this quiz and wanted to become winner of the ultimate quiz. And let's keep that aside. Okay, one request from my side is, see, all of you have come from the top institutions and already proved that you are the top 10 of these 6,000 people who are registered for the quiz. Okay, now the quiz should be a kind of a beginning of your connection or with the relation with this IMT Hyderabad. Of course, you may not be joining this institute, but you please spread a word of good word about the institute. And that's what we have been observing and have been interacting with our team and admissions team, and have been interacting with and you have been talking, listening to our colleagues, okay? And you must have understood what it is, this institute is all about, okay? Therefore, after having this experience of participating and winning this quiz, so wherever possible, you please introduce this institute to your colleagues and the friends and also the other students in other institutions. This is what some kind of a selfish interest that I have, which I can request you directly. Okay. In addition to that, see, the one is as I said, this is the second edition of the quiz, right? And we'll continue to do it year after year and every year, and to the extent possible. Okay. And as the second edition, I'm sure I was told that this is more rigorous quiz than the last year compared to that. So by which certainly these 10 members who qualified for this finale are certainly much better than, or much more talented than the student who participated in the last year. I'm not saying that they're not good, but the kind of rigor that has gone into the quiz, I was told, is much more rigorous than the last year. And we wanted to increase the rigor year after year, and we see that the best brains participate in this quiz. Okay. And second thing is here, it's not just a conducting of a quiz. It is primarily connecting our students with the rest of the world, and connecting with the institute with the rest of the world, and introduce our students and alumni to the other agencies, other institutions, so that we can have some collaborative activities wherever possible. It need not be at an institute level, it need not be at an academic level. At a student level, you can collaborate. At student level, you can interact with each other. That's how the learning happens. So that's one of the primary purpose why we are organizing this event. Okay. So I think it's time for us to start the quiz, and I wish all the best to all the 10 participants. And once again, I thank my admissions team. In fact, they are the one who designed this concept. I just gave an idea in the last year. Okay, when I give an idea, they are the one who convert the idea into a complete, what you call, such a very nicely designed, beautiful program. And we have done it on our campus in the last year, and this year due to the COVID we could not invite you to on the campus, but however the way it is organized is much more effective, is equally effective the way we do it on the campus. So there's no difference when it comes to the point of the way the event is organized. In fact, the entire energy of our admissions team, that is headed by Professor Saurabh Bhattacharya and Sarki and Mr. Anirban, they are the team members who have done the entire what you call the background work, the designing and the coordinating, and see that the event happens, one of the best events in the country. I'm sure that this is one of the top events and the top quizzes that I have seen in the last 1 or 2 years, which has been regarded as one of the most professionally managed quiz. And I really thank the two people behind this quiz, that is Ramya and Avinash Mudaliar. And they are the one who have been helping us since last year in preparing the questions for the quiz, and they have done a very meticulous job. And again, I thank you, both of them. Okay, so Professor Harsha Reddy is a Dean Academics, and yes, been guiding the admissions team and also guiding our students to see that we come out with one of the best possible events. Okay, so with this, I thank you all. Okay, thank you very much for participating. That's to the winners. And thank you all, and all the best to the participant. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your encouraging words. I am sure we all are, and especially our participants will be eagerly waiting for the quiz to begin. Hence, now we would request all our grand finalists to introduce themselves one after one. Our first finalist is Pradyumna Chaudhary.
Hello everyone, I'm Pradyumna Chaudhary. I'm an undergraduate student in IIT Kanpur studying economics right now. I was born in Agartala and currently I am in Agartala because of COVID. My thing with quizzing has been going on for quite some time. I've been involved in a lot of quizzes. My first major quiz that I took part in was RBIQ, and that's when my interest in business quizzing started, and it grew to like now I'm pretty much involved in any of the business quizzes that happen around the country. Apart from best quizzing, I am involved in watching football. I watch a lot of football. I read a lot of non-fiction, and I enjoy watching anime. And I thank IMT Hyderabad for conducting such an event. Last year, we qualified, but we could not come because of our exams. But I'm glad we could take part in this one.
Thank you so much. Coming up next is G. Pranav Hari.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Pranav Hari, and I'm from Chennai, and I am a fourth-year undergraduate student from IIT Madras, and I'm from the Department of Civil Engineering. I've been quizzing quite for some time, and like I've been quizzing from my school days, and this is like a natural progression for me when I joined college as well, because our college has a very active quizzing culture as well. So yeah, and I thank the college for conducting such a great event even during unprecedented times like this, because a lot of colleges had to cancel their events because of this, but IMT Hyderabad still persevered and managed to pull it off even in a virtual format.
Thank you so much, Pranav. Our next finalist is Aditya Singh.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. My name is Aditya Singh, and I'm a graduating student from BITS Pilani. And my interest in quizzing started from my school days because of my computer science teacher who inspired me to take up quizzing from TCS ITWS, and then I moved on to business quizzing. And apart from quizzing, I have an interest in football. Real Madrid is my favorite club, and yeah, they won the Madrid derby yesterday, so yeah, I'm happy. And I want to extend my thanks to the IMT Hyderabad team because they organized the quiz last year, and I took part on the on-ground event last year, but could not finish in the podiums. But this year I hope to finish and get a podium finish. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aditya. We would now like to welcome Dipansh Gupta. Can we have him on screen?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dipansh Gupta. I'm pursuing BCom Honors from Hindu College, University of Delhi. I have a keen interest in the business world, so I took this business quiz and I'm qualified for the national finals, and I'm very grateful to IMT Hyderabad for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dipansh. Please welcome Adnan Azmat on the screen.
Hello everyone, I'm Adnan Asmat, currently pursuing information technology from BIT Mesra. I've been quizzing since my school days, and beside quizzing, I love watching and playing football. I've been spending a lot of time playing mobile games lately. And lastly, I would like to thank IMT Hyderabad for organizing such a wonderful event. Thank you.
Thank you, Adnan. I now request Siddhi Khandelwal to come up on the screen.
Hello everyone, my name is Siddhi Khandelwal and I am currently pursuing Bachelor of Management Studies from Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies, University of Delhi. So business world and business quizzes always fascinated me, and I'm very delighted to be one of the finalists. I want to extend my thanks to IMT Hyderabad for such an opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Siddhi. Join us to cheer Archie Jain as our 7th finalist.
Myself, Archie Jain. I am currently pursuing Bachelor of Management Study from Shiv Nadar University. I have just entered the quizzing world, and I am really grateful to IMT Hyderabad for organizing such a grateful event.
Thank you, Archie. Now our next finalist is Akshit Singh. Can we have Akshit on screen?
Good evening, guys. My name is Akshit Singh. I'm currently pursuing BCom Honors from Shri Ram College of Honors. I was always fascinated by the business world, and I was also fond of quizzing. And I want to thank IMT Hyderabad for conducting this really good business quiz, and I feel really grateful to be one of the finalists. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Akshit. Moving up to our next, second last finalist, that is Manika Khurana.
Hello everyone, I am Manika and I am pursuing BA Honours Business Economics from SGTB Khalsa College. And I have recently started quizzing and I have a very keen interest in fields related to business like marketing and finance. And besides quizzing, I like pursuing arts and making mandalas and doing brush lettering. I would like to thank IMT Hyderabad for this great opportunity. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Manika. Ending our chart is Taha Uddin. Can we now have Taha on screen, please?
Honorable dignitaries, respected seniors, and dear friends, good evening. I am Taha Uddin. I am a student of law, presently studying in the 4th year at RTMNU's Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar College of Law, main branch, Nagpur. I have always been fascinated by the digital and the cyber world. I'm also helping the Nagpur police with creatives and content for social media. Also, I, along with my partner, have been the regional winner for TCS IT Viz 2016 at Nagpur. And in these tough times of the pandemic, quizzes like these bring cheer. And I thank IMT Hyderabad for organizing the Inquisitive quiz. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Taha. And guys, without waiting anymore, join us in welcoming our quiz master for today's event, Avinash Mudalia. Mr. Avinash has been conducting quizzes as a hobby for over 23 years. He aims to make his quizzes engaging and enjoyable. See that his quizzes have something for everyone: the quizzing novice, professional quizzers, and most importantly, the enthusiastic audience. Over the past 23 years, he has conducted quizzes in numerous educational institutions ranging from B schools like IIMs, FMS, IIFT, TAPMI, MICA to engineering colleges like IITs, NITs, and BITS Planning, etc. He has also hosted quizzes for various corporates across the country. He is also an avid quizzer and a knowledge geek himself. Over to you, sir.
Hi, thank you very much for this very kind introduction. I have a few things to say. Like all of you have been mentioning, yes, these have been tumultuous times. Times have been hard. The pandemic has struck us. But I have to talk about the positives. I have not seen a loss of passion. I have not seen a loss of passion for quizzing. In fact, I've seen a double increase in the number of quizzes which have been happening. I've seen the passion doubled. It might also have been because of the simple fact that the entire quizzing arena has shifted to the comfort of the homes. And with the entire geo effect kicking in, a lot of people are being able to, get on super Wi-Fi broadband and quiz with each other on a day in and a day out basis. But having said that, the largest of the quizzes have, like many participants said, decreased. And to create and conduct a quiz of this large a magnitude with 6,000 participants, I think has been quite a commendable achievement by this team, by the Institute of Management Technology, Hyderabad, and the partner Dare to Compete, and all the other people who've literally gotten together to bring this quiz to you. Yes, it does call itself the ultimate business quiz, but that's definitely proportionate to the kind of questions which we will ask. But we have the creme de la creme of the student populace out here and representing their institutes and across the country. So that's like 10 people from across the country, battling it out in the national final. One small thing was during the introduction, people did introduce and say there were quite a few institutes where I did conduct quizzes, but I would like to mention that, yes, I have conducted a quiz. I've conducted numerous business quizzes for IMT Ghaziabad. I have conducted it for IMT Nagpur, but the kind of effort which IMT Hyderabad has been putting over the last 2 years to bring out the quiz in a brilliant fashion. I've seen that passion day in and day out, and I've been a part of the lock works in the back end. The kind of passion which has been demonstrated in these times of COVID, I think has not seen a par. So kudos to the organizers. And on that note, I think we are all set to jump into the final. But before that, there's another thing which I would like to, talk about. I'm going to be taking the mantle from my wife, who played the Quizmaster last year. And you know how these things are. It's a very interesting and a dangerous prospect. So I do not hope to better her. I know I will never be able to. But I hope to at least continue the continuum or the start which she has given to this fantastic effort. And thank you, Ramya, for having conducted this quiz so amazingly last year. I hope I do half as much justice this year as much as you did last year. On that note, I think we should be ready to jump in. Thank you. Okay, so all of you can see the screen on display. Welcome to the national finals of Inquisitive. It's an all-college final and predominantly all undergraduate participants. There were 6,000 participants in the prelims, which is a huge number for a quiz like this, making it definitely one of the biggest business quizzes which have ever happened in the ecosystem in the last year, or maybe in the last few years. This is a quiz which will work on a 2020 format, and you will know what 2020 means as we move on. It's also heartening to put out on note that India won the 2020 series with Australia, and we just came out of a fantastic IPL. So I decided to continue with the same mood and the same mode for this quiz. So that's exactly why the quiz is themed as a 2020 quiz. That's one. I hope we also do well in the test. Having said that, the purpose of the quiz, yes, we did mention earlier that the quiz was slightly more challenging this year than it was last year. And that is a very pre-planned gesture. We wanted it to be slightly more tougher, slightly more comprehensive, and more harder to sort because of the kind of people literally taking part in it. So that will be kind of expected of all the participants in the finals. So I know that you guys are very nicely ensconced in the ACs of your home and very comfortably sitting on those nice sofas. But I would like you guys to, get your minds into the groove. And I already saw Aditya Singh, sipping a cup of tea and getting his mindset to take a shot at it. I don't know about what Pranav is planning to do. I think he's decided that he will just come from the back and take it all. He's already in a very quasi nidra pose, but I hope it doesn't continue knowing his prowess. So this is a quiz which will work in a 2020 format. There are 20 questions on the buzzer. There are 20 questions on a direct and a pass. There is no pounds. There is no bounce, right? So direct and pass, pretty much old school quizzing, right? There will be 10 questions which will go clockwise. We will tell you how it goes clockwise. My co-quiz master, Ramya, will help us when we kind of define the process as we go clockwise, because it might kind of be tough to define clockwise in a setting such as this. Same thing with anti-clockwise, then buzzer 1 and then buzzer 2. First we'll do a clockwise round, then we'll jump into a round of buzzers. Then we do an anti-clockwise round, and then we finish off with a round of buzzers. In case of a tie, like all T20 matches, there will be a super over and the best man will win. But I just hope it doesn't get on to all that, because that can get very stressful and tense on an already existing and overweight quizmaster, and also the teams who are already participating. So that's one. And yes, by intention, this quiz is a 40-question quiz. It is a long quiz. We do not believe in short format quizzes. We believe in long format quizzes. So in spite of the fact that the quiz is called 2020, the match needs to be played like a test, right? Because it's going to be a true test of business knowledge. On that note, I think we can move on to the next slide, which will kind of tell you that we are going clockwise, and also will put out some very important rules. Yeah, so this is what I mean by clockwise, right? So Deepansh Gupta will be team 1, Deepansh from Hindu College, then Adnan will be 2, Pradumna will be 3, Pranav will be 4, Aditya will be 5, Siddhi will be 6, 7 will be Archie, 8 will be Akshit, 9 will be Manika, and 10 will be Taha. And welcome you all to the finals. I think it's pretty clear. In case any of the participants have any doubts, please switch your mics on and ask me. Or if there is no doubt, no questions, I think we can just hop into the finals. Okay, there are 10 questions in this round. It's plus 20 for a direct and plus 20 for pass. No negative marking, no pounds, no bounce. So simple format. So enjoy. Yeah, this is extremely important. This is, I think, the most important part of the quiz. There have been very interesting instances of people doing a lot of nice, good things behind the camera, on camera, etc. In order to figure out answers. Some people mentioned to me that there is a technology called Google, which enables people to get answers very quickly, even when you're on the buzzer. So we want to prevent all that, right? So these are the 3 seating postures which we would like, right? One I call is the prayer pose. Right, the prayer pose is very similar to what you would be doing in church or in a temple. You know, put your hands together, and the mic needs to be near your mouth, and more importantly, your hands or that thing, your hands need to be near the camera. That's one way of doing it. All the other is you all have very beautiful faces, so your hands can be on your ebullient cheeks, and we'd be happy to see that. 3 is, yes, you can keep it below your face, but as long as these 3 positions are maintained throughout the round, we are okay. Pranav, I would like to see both your hands slightly up. Yes. Siddhi, yes. Yes. Taha is, I think, the ideal case scenario. Akshit, very well done. Aditya, very well done. Devansh, very well done. Pradumna, very well done. Archie has been sitting in that posture from day one. At the rate at which she is going, she might be enlightened by the end of the quiz, right? She's as close as she could get to Buddha. So the Lord Buddha. So, I mean, I am not one of those very senior, very serious quiz masters. I am a funny guy, or I think at least I am a funny guy. So expect a lot of sad jokes as we move on the course of the quiz, because I just can't resist myself. And I think in these COVID times, a joke, even if it falls flat, is still a joke, right? On that note, let's move on to the first question of the quiz. And this is to team 1, or participant 1, which is Deepansh Gupta. Yes, this is a 1957 advertisement for which particular product by which company, right? So there are 2 parts, right? You need to tell me which product and which company. If you can just get to the genre of the product and don't explain in detail as to what the product is, that's okay. But you need to give me the name of the company perfectly, right? Product and genre, essential. Anyone going for it? Team 1 needs to go for it right now. Okay, it says, more beautiful, thick, long, lustrous hair. You'll be enchanted to see how it dash the growth of thick, long, lustrous hair, alive with all the glorious sparkle and sheen of youthful vigor. It will reveal your hair's true beauty for all to admire. Delightfully fragrance, your family will love it. All clues are pretty much clear as to what the product is. So it's pretty much essential that you give me the name of the brand.
This question is for me, Dipansh, right?
Yes.
I think it's Colgate hair oil.
Colgate hair oil. Are you
castor hair oil? I think.
Are you sure that you know Colgate hair oil? Or does it look like a toothpaste?
It looks like hair oil because the girl is combing her hair.
Okay, that's why. And why do you think it's Colgate and not anything else?
Because it is 1957 and I think at that time Colgate was in existence.
Yeah, Colgate was in existence. Okay, I think that's a fantastic answer. Very well worked out. Yes, Colgate used to manufacture all sorts of stuff. Even now it does. But this is one of those very famous ads from yesteryear where Colgate used to manufacture perfumed castor hair oil. One word of advice: please use it only for your hair and don't end up taking 2 or 3 spoonfuls of it, because it has very other interesting effects. You would know the effects the very next day after consumption.
Yeah.
So use it only for your hair, castor oil, never for your tummy. Yeah, unless of course you are in a very interesting position. Let's move on to the next question on that note. Yes, in the 1930s, as soon as Hitler was named the Chancellor of Germany, this company started sending out Jewish people disguised as employees assigned to sales offices in France, Britain, Hong Kong, and the United States. Every time a refugee thus arrived in New York, where they were given a product made by this company. So, which company, right? In the 1930s, this company did, I can call it CSR, because they did a lot of good. So what happened was, when Hitler was made the chancellor, they started, sending out the Jewish people disguised as employees. They started saving people's lives. And when they reached New York, they were given a product which the company used to manufacture, so that they remember that particular journey they undertook. So which particular product are we talking about? I'm saying they were all given a particular product which enabled them to kind of remember the memory, right? So think about all that. That's a clue, right? I don't know whether that was exactly the reason as to why it was given out, but yes, it was given to show the effort that yes, these people were, literally bought out of Germany and helped out, right? So yes, team 2, which is Adnan.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, since you said as memories, my guess would be Leica, the camera company.
Why Leica?
It's a camera company and it was around that time. Yeah, in Germany.
It's a camera company and it was around that time. And why not any other camera? Even Kodak was around that time, right?
Yeah, but then I haven't heard about that from Kodak. I think I've read about this.
You have prepared very, very well. Siddhi, I think you need to get into the frame of the camera. You are literally out of the camera, and and Archie also needs to get into the frame of the camera. So we request both of them are in our technology teams to kind of pay heed, because it looks like there are 3 people who are slightly off the camera. Well done, Azmat. Adnan Azmat, you get. Yeah, we understand. We got that. Yeah. Okay. 20 points to Adnan, and you got the answer right. Right. As long as I'm able to see both of you in one camera, that's okay. It is Leica, and Leica were these fantastic cameras. Incidentally, it was also the first camera which no, it did not go to the moon. It was one of the first cameras which most rich people literally bought to enjoy their lives. It wasn't that inexpensive a camera. So Leica is the answer I'm looking for, and you get 20 points for that. In the meanwhile, as we get the teams back and the participants back on screen, we would like to ask the audience a couple of questions, right? Oh, okay, we are back. So all set. 20 points to Adnan. Lovely answer, Deepanj. I think we've started on a bang, and I think it's time to go to question number 3. Audience questions will be asked at the end of the round. Yes. So question to team 3. Yes, these are images which you can see, right? So that article is also very interesting. It says photography is only Schindler, because Schindler literally made a list of people who have list of Jews whom he literally, smuggled out of Germany and saved their lives, right? So that's another movie which is a must watch. And let's move on to the next question, right? And the founder of the company was a person called Ernst Litz. Let's move on to the third question of the quiz. Jin Young's play Filth is a story of 4 expats. It revolves around a Eurasian editor, an English banker, and another inebriate philosopher, and a smoking Australian. It takes its name from the world of investment banking and career paths associated with such bankers, right? Basically, predominantly investment bankers. This is a play, right, which was also based on the book. Now, why was the play called Filth? Or what does filth literally expand to, right? It's very interesting. Think of the career paths of people who normally work in investment banking, right? Sometimes life doesn't go the way they want it to, and that's where the expansion kind of comes. So that is a question to team 3, which is Pradnumna, and you can take a shot at it. You just need to tell me, why is the play called Filth, or what does Filth stand for? You need to come into the mic, Pradumna. You need to speak loud. The entire world's watching.
Is it on the like we have acronyms like a FANG? So is it on the pattern of how the progression in a finance career happens? Something like a financier or to ending to the head. So FILTH.
Yeah. So tell me what it is, right?
Okay.
What does FILTH stand for? Okay, we've given you enough time. We'll have to pass on to the next team, which is team 4. Pranav Hari from IIT Madras. Yes, your first question. You seem to be pretty interested, and you've come away from your Nidra pose, which I'm pretty happy to notice. Yes, please go ahead and take a shot.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is like the different offices in an investment bank, like front office, internal office, and then treasury.
So basically, this guy moves from the front office to the middle office and then goes to the top office. Something like that?
Yeah, it's like different arms of an investment bank. Like they have treasury services and stuff like
different arms of an investment bank. Not exactly correct. We will have to move to Aditya Singh.
So I'm guessing
Aditya, both hands. Yeah.
I'm guessing this is so the investment firms start from London, so like failed in London, and since this guy is Jingan Young, Hong Kong from, so I guess failed in London, and then they go for Hong Kong. So failed in London, trying in Hong Kong, something like that.
Failed in London, trying in Hong Kong.
Yeah, this guy is from.
So you're like saying, okay, an investment career starts off in London, doesn't go that well. So, take a second choice and then move on to Hong Kong and try your hand there. Very beautiful answer. It is failed in London, try Hong Kong. I think he deserves a good virtual hand. Yes, I can see people putting their hands together. Yeah, failed in London, try Hong Kong is a nice answer. And we move on to question 4. And that's going to be to Pranav Hari. Yeah. So what connects these images, Pranav? You need to just think out of the box, right? The fourth box is empty. That's why I just said empty. Yeah, you just need to think of these 4 images and give me one connect, which encompasses all of them. And I'll make it more simpler. The connect is India related. The connect is India related. No need to shake hands and semaphore symbols. Aditya, Quizmaster decides to give clues. He will continue to give clues. Yes.
Okay, these are the symbols which are printed on the Indian currency, like in the rupee note somewhere on the not on the rupee note, the coinage, like in the bottom they like for different different mints in India.
So what different mints in India?
There's a Kolkata mint, and so if that coin is produced from that mint, they put that symbol in the book somewhere in the coin.
Even before I say whether you're right or wrong, I think Aditya Singh has given his verdict and he thinks it's correct. So you get 20 points. Lovely answer. Very well worked out, Pranav. These are literally the identifiers from which mint the coin has been minted, literally, right? So Mumbai has a diamond. Kolkata literally has nothing. Hyderabad, exactly the place from where IMT is, has a star, and Noida as a dot, right? So you can see all of them right there. And these are the indicators or the markers to show which mint has the coin originated from. Lovely answer by Pranav, and we move on to Aditya Singh.
Avinash, we are going to take a small break to figure out one video of a participant which is stopped. So we take a 1 minute.
That's break. Sure. We will wait for Akshit Singh's video to come back. In the meanwhile, I will ask the audience a question, right? All the audiences watching the quiz can take a shot at this particular question. Okay. There is a company called Dr. Trust, right? There is a company called Dr. Trust, and it has started manufacturing, or it has been manufacturing this particular utility, which has seen literally a 400% increase in consumption over the last 10 months, right? It's a singular pretty much product. They do manufacture other stuff, but I'm talking about one particular product, right? It's manufactured by this particular company called Dr. Trust, and many other people, also manufacture it. Now, it shows 2 or 3 basic parameters, and what you need to do is take it and clip it to your finger, and it enables you to figure out something. So why has the consumption of this particular product, or what is the product that I am talking about, which has seen a 300% increase in sale, which is manufactured by a company called Dr. Trust? And go ahead and explain as to why have people obsessively been started to buy this. So why are people obsessively buying this particular product? You can give your answers on our Facebook page, on the Institute of Management Technology Hyderabad's Facebook page, or you can leave it as a comment on YouTube, which will enable our scorers and our team to figure out who's given us the right answer. And obviously, there will be notional chocolates and obvious audience prizes, which will be reached out to you as we progress. Yeah, so I think we are back, all set. And this question is to Aditya. Aditya, your question. Which company's name, ticker, and philosophy towards work hinge on the genetic component that is essential in the synthesis of proteins, right? I want the name of the company. You can look at this particular image and it will help you work it out. But I want to know the name of the company. Incidentally, the name of the company includes one of the basic building blocks of life in its name. So you need to tell me what it is. What is the name of the company?
Aditya, you are on mute.
Aditya, both hands.
I have to unmute, so I was using the mouse to unmute. So I am guessing, is it 23 and me, because 23 chromosomes?
No, not 23 and me. Very good answer. Yeah, they're very good answer, but the kind of work 23 and me does is slightly different. We will have to move on to Siddhi. Go for it. This is your question. Please keep your.
I don't have any idea about this.
You don't have an answer for it? Okay, we will have to move on. Please guess. It's a very guessable quiz, right? If you know what genetic component I'm talking about, you should be able to work out the answer. Archie, yes. Are you named after one of my favorite characters, or is your full name Archana? Okay, you can answer that question later. Do answer this question first.
I don't have any idea about this question.
You don't have an answer. We will have to pass it to Akshit Singh.
I was thinking 23 and me, but now
you'll have to think about something else. I can see that both the Singhs think alike, but you need to think different.
Nucleus 23.
Yes, Akshit. We'll have to pass you. Manika, it is your chance to take a shot at it.
So I don't have any
We'll
idea.
have
I'm
to
not
pass
getting the
you.
answer.
Manika goes to Taha.
I'm not sure about the biology aspect, but is it ZIP? ZIP?
ZIP, zip. No, not zip. Dipansh?
I think it is related to something that is going on in current world. So Pfizer and Moderna are making vaccines.
So what is your answer? Okay, I will put you out of your agony. I did hear you say Moderna. That's the answer I'm looking for. RNA is a part of the name Moderna. Hence, it's also the ticker symbol of Moderna, and it's one of the leading or going to be leading manufacturers of the COVID vaccine. Its NASDAQ ticker is mRNA, right? Which is exactly what you saw. And Moderna's work deals with drug discovery, development of vaccine technologies, and it's pretty much very much in the news right now. So Moderna is the answer I was looking for. We very nicely clued you in with the RNA bit, but I think the other guys missed out. Very well caught on by Dipansh. Gupta, fantastic answer. I think the other guys can, do a virtual salute or put your hands together to him, right? And from now on, I'm not going to be using putting hands together. You guys can do it on your own. Adnan, you are very quiet. Okay, your question is going to be coming up pretty much shortly. And the question is right now, this is Siddhi's question. Right? Siddhi, have a look at the image, right? Look at the colors of the image. It says the girl with the dash eyes, right? Look at the colors of the image. She was the mascot for which brand? It is not a cosmetic brand. It is a brand which will fall into the food category. It's a brand which falls into the food category. It's not a cosmetic brand. And the boys here, don't keep looking into your eyes and forgetting to answer. Right?
Is there something in the below, because like the zoom tab is there? I'm not sure whether
there is nothing below. Just look into her eyes, look at the colors of the ad, and just tell me which brand was she the mascot of, right? It falls into the F&B sector. It does not fall into the cosmetic sector. So think about the colors, and as you can see, it's a pretty old ad. The colors might have changed in the present world, but these were the original colors. And for this particular product, it's still the same color. It hasn't changed. So I don't want to confuse you. But this particular product, it is definitely the same. Siddhi, your question.
So this is for me.
Ma'am, I'm not able to hear you.
Hello.
Yeah.
So this is for me.
Could you come into the mic, please, and talk? Because I think there is some issue with your earphones. Maybe you can just take off the earphones and talk directly into your laptop and get off mute.
So I'm saying that this question is for me.
Siddhi, do one thing. I would suggest you just put your answer in the chat and send it to me one-on-one, because we are not able to hear what you're saying.
I think she asked whether the question is for her.
Yeah, the question is for her. It's for Team 6, right? She is Team 6.
Yeah.
I guess the answer is Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Yes, sir.
I heard the answer as Starbucks. That's not the answer. We will have to pass on. And Archie, this is your question.
Not sure of the brand, but
Siddhi, I would suggest you equip yourself with a better headphone. And until this question completes, either you would, I would suggest you talk directly into the mic, because I don't think we are able to grasp the answer coming out from you. And I presume that the last answer you said was Starbucks, and I'm closing you out on that. And Archie, this is your question.
I guess it's a chewing gum brand. I'm not sure, but it may be Ringler.
Any guesses?
Ringler, I guess Ringler, the chewing gum brand.
What is the name of the brand you mentioned?
Ringler.
Ringler.
Yeah.
It's not Ringler, so we'll have to pass it to Akshit.
I think it's Ringley. I don't know the exact spelling, but I just remember.
It is Ringley. Okay, we'll have to pass it. It's not Ringley. Manika? Pradyumna is off the screen.
Sir, I guess
Be able to take a shot at this question. Manika, yes.
Sir, I guess it's Ringley only, which manufactures the Boomer chewing gum. Boomer chewing gum.
It's not Ringley. Pradyumna, you went off the screen and you came back. I'm sorry, you will have to forfeit this question, right? And Dipansh, yes, the question will. It's not Ringley. Taha, what is the answer?
Since F&B, is it Tropicana?
It's not Tropicana. Question passes to Dipansh. Dipansh, you have any guesses?
I think it's Wigley.
What?
Ringley or Wigley. I actually don't remember.
No, you need to spell it out. So why don't you spell it out for everyone?
WRINGLE.
No. Are you saying WRINGLE?
WRIGLE.
WRIGLE. Which is Wriggle.
And last Y.
Okay, so Wrigley is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll give it to you. It is Wrigley's chewing gums. It's not Ringley. right? So
yeah, I was
we
confused.
will have to get the right answer. It is the Wrigley's chewing gum. Okay, it's the Wrigley's spearmint chewing gum. So Wrigley's is the answer I was looking out for. And Adnan, I think he was waiting for that to come, but very well answered, Deepansh. Finally, you worked out some permutation and combination and were able to give the right spelling, right?
Yeah.
I hope this quiz doesn't turn into a spelling test in the future, but giving the right name of the brand is pretty essential, because Ringlace is totally different from Wrigley's, right? So we will have to now go to the next question, and the next question is for I think we'll have to hold for a minute, because there are been a couple of teams which have dropped out. We will hold for that, and maybe also ask you all another audience question. Okay. The question to the audience is, which computer brand or which laptop brand named after a mythological animal from Greek myth has a set of gaming laptops in the market called TUF? It is TUF. So which company, which laptop manufacturer, which takes its name from a Greek mythological character, has a brand of gaming laptops called TUF, which is TUF? So you guys can answer onto the Facebook pages, and you guys can answer on the YouTube page of IMT Hyderabad and collect your prizes later. Okay, I think we are all set, and I think all of them are back on the screen. So are we good to go to the next question?
Yes.
Yes. So team 7, this is your question. So Archie, this is your question. Krishna Radha Vadayar the fourth was a philosopher king who was seen by Paul Brunton. As living the ideal expressed in. Don't worry about the WhatsApp messages. They're all coming into me, so you don't need to worry about it, right? Those are coming to me. Do not worry about the WhatsApp messages. I am the one using web WhatsApp to double check. Yeah, Krishna Raja Vadayar the fourth was a philosopher king who was used by Paul Brunton as living the ideal expressed in Plato's Republic. Acknowledging his noble and efficient kingship, John Sankey declared in 1930 at the Round Table Conference in London that Mysore is the best administered state in the world. Now, which industry, which is again back in the news, did he encourage in a town which gets its name from broken knees in Kannada? Right? It gets its name from broken knees in Kannada. Now you need to give me the name of the product and not the name of the village, because we are not playing a geography quiz, we are playing a business quiz, right? So that's the question, and that's the answer I would expect. Archie, this is your question.
Bring these friends.
Yes, Archie, any guesses? And don't worry, teams, I have disabled the web WhatsApp, so you don't need to worry about it. I was just using it to keep check. Yes, Archie, your question.
I don't have any idea.
Akshit, you need to come slightly up. I can't see both your hands, please. Akshit, yeah. No, don't say hi to me in both hands. Please get into your prayer position or put your hands on your cheek. Yeah. Question passes to Akshit.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
I think I read it somewhere or heard it somewhere. I think it's sugar mills, I guess.
Okay, it's not sugar mills. We'll have to pass it to Manika. I need a name, a specific name and a product, right? I need 2 words. Like answers like sugar mills are generic. I need a very specific answer. Manika, you guys have a guess? This is a all India quiz, so you guys also need to know about the businesses which are from the south of India. And this is not a company. Yeah, go ahead, Manika.
Is it KR Mills? And because in Mysore, I have read somewhere that KR Mills were really famous in Mysore.
Okay, KR Mills were very famous. Taha, it's your question. It's not KR Mills. I'm sorry, Manika. Taha, your question.
I have seen this somewhere, but not able to.
Yeah. All the questions you would have seen somewhere or read somewhere. That's why it's been made into a quiz question.
Just a wild guess. Broken knees. Something to do with the balms. Amrutanjan.
Broken knees. So Amrutanjan. No, it's not Amrutanjan. We'll have to pass you. You'll need more than Amrutanjan for broken knees. Team 1, Deepansh.
I think it's no, I don't have any idea.
Okay, we pass on to Adnan.
Yeah, so these are the Mulakal Muru saris which recently got a GI tag.
Beautiful answer by Adnan Azmat from BID. It is the Muakkal Maru saris which recently got a GI tag. These are the Mulakal Maru saris. A very interesting story. The name Mulakal Maru is named after a battle between the native and the British, in which due to the rocky and the hilly terrain behind the city, the British suffered a lot of broken bones and knees and then ended up losing the battle. As a result of which, to honor it, they named the village itself Mulakal Maru, which meant broken knees. And like how you have Kanchipuram silks and many other silk saris, which have even Mysore silks have a GI tag. Now this is another sari from Karnataka which has another GI tag. Right? Lovely answer by Adnan. And we will move on to question number 9 or question number 8. Okay? The pretty interesting one. Which brand or company was founded by Aditya Khemka and advertises its products with the tagline "Upar wala sab dekh raha hai," which applies to this quiz also, because we are also seeing each and every action of yours. So that's exactly why this question has also been put out here, right? It obviously alludes to a term which might have come into literature thanks to a work, right? Thanks to an English work. Upar wala sab dekh raha hai, right? So in the English literary term, it is not Upar wala, it's someone else. But anyways, that should just give you a clue to what the answer can be. I just want to know the name of the brand or the company. I don't want the product. You will know what the product is when you see the answer. Now that is Akshit's question.
It's CP Plus. They make CCTV cameras, and Salman Khan was their brand ambassador. So I remember the ad. Upar wala sab dekh raha hai.
It's CP Plus.
Yes.
Have you been like caught on one of those cameras doing something naughty?
Never.
Never. SRCC में वो cameras नहीं है.
अरे अब मैं कॉलेज नहीं गया अभी तक.
Okay, well done. Lovely answer. You seem to be seeing all the right things in the wrong places. All the wrong things are the right places. I don't know, but it's still gotten you 20 points. A lovely answer. And yes, you seem to know a lot about Salman Khan. So we will show the world also the ad. It's pretty interesting. Over to you. Incidentally, these are the same cameras which are used in the big
जंगलियों जंगल में मोर नाचा सबने देखा वो देखो सीपी प्लस ऊपर वाले को अंधेरे में भी सब कुछ दिखता है सॉरी अब नो मोर चोरी ओके सीपी प्लस इंटेलिजेंट सिक्योरिटी सिस्टम बी केयरफुल क्योंकि ऊपर वाला
Really good question. Nice question.
Yes, these are those intelligent security measures. Unfortunately, the CP plus in this quiz is me. And we will have to move on to the next question. Lovely answer, Akshat. Fantastic answer. Okay. This is your question, Manika. He was an American runner who competed in the 1972 Olympics. He died at the age of 24, pretty young for a remarkable runner in an automobile accident. Very sad. His personal best for a mile, this number is pretty important, was 3 minutes, 54 and 6. 3, 5, 4 and 6. And this number has been immortalized by one of his earliest supporters, which was obviously a company, right? I'll give you the genre, or I'll give you this one. They're a sporting goods company. Now, you'll have to tell me whose phone number ends in these 4 digits, right? Now, who is the supporter and what was this amazing coincidence which led to this number which is 6453, which is the number backward, right? So you need to tell me who supported this person, the sporting good company, and what amazing coincidence led to the number ending in 6453, right? So we also have a video to show you.
Those who saw him compete and those who competed against him were never in any doubt about how much he wanted to win. But how he won mattered to him more.
This is a movie about his life. You don't need to give me his name. You just need to give me who was one of his biggest supporters, which sporting good company, and what are the coincidence, right? What is the interesting coincidence? I will give part points, and this is a question to Team 9, which is to Manika.
Sir, I don't know the supporter or the coincidence, but I know that this guy is Steve Ronald.
His name is this guy is who? Okay, that's not the name of the guy, by the way. We will have to pass on to Taha. Taha, we'll be very quick on the passes. We'll have to pass you. Deepansh, this is your question.
I think his name was Steve Prefontaine.
Okay.
And the coincidence was somewhat related to his last race, I think.
Okay.
And the supporter, I don't exactly remember.
Okay. We'll have to pass you to Adnan.
Yeah,
I'm not
I do
seeing
not
anything.
think I feel 6453 may be a record by someone who was also a famous person, but I do not have any clue.
Okay. No, it's not that. Pradumna is already crying. Are you? No. Okay. He's just wiping his eyes. Okay. Pradumna Chaudhary, your question.
I don't know, tiger shoes or something.
You need to speak into the mic, Pradumna.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is tiger sneakers or something.
Tiger sneakers.
Yeah, and so there
Oh,
was
okay.
this startup, and
Okay.
they only manufactured 6453 units, and then the company got sold out.
Okay. No, not the answer I was looking out for. I think you are talking about the Onitsuka Tiger.
Yeah.
No. Pranav, your question.
I'm guessing the supporter is Phil Knight, and I'm going by that
You need
Nike.
to tell me. I asked for you. I asked for the name of the sporting goods company.
Yeah, so Nike is the sporting goods company.
Okay.
And the amazing coincidence led to the number is, I think, during his last race, that was the shirt number which is given to him, and I think that was the first time Nike was sponsoring him as well with their running shoes. So Phil Knight probably
Okay. Let's
just
move
going.
on to Aditya Singh.
So I'm guessing it would be Nike, as Pranav said. So and this would be his time in like 10K. Like he ran a 10K, and 6453 would be his number. No.
No, I've heard your answer,
No,
so
no.
you can't change it. If you want to
Yeah,
add,
I just figured it out. Shit.
You cannot give multiple answers. I will have to award Pranav 5 points because he's sitting tight on Nike. Yes, his supporter was Nike, right? And we will also put it out to the audience. Guys, if you know what the answer is, please plug it in and to our YouTube chat or our Facebook chat. It's a pretty interesting answer. We'll show you what the answer is.
The other side team, Siddhi and.
Oh, sorry. We haven't yet finished. It passes to Siddhi. Sorry. Siddhi? Any answers? Okay, we will pass you, Siddhi. Archie, any answers?
Sir, Nike is the supporter.
Yeah, okay.
And the coincidence, sir, his personal best for a mile was 3546, and the number is just the reciprocal of that.
Yeah, so all the details are there in the slide. You need to tell me more. We'll have to go on. Archie?
No.
Okay. And Akshit? So that was Manika's question. Yeah, I think it's a pretty interesting answer. We will give you the answer right now. Pranav gets 5 points. So yes, you did identify him, right? The punch, it is Steve Prefontaine, right? But supporter was Nike, and 6453 spells out Nike in the T9 keyboard, right? So that is what is coincidental, right? I thought that was a pretty interesting fact, right? And the Nike customer service is 1-800-102-6453. So we've not been able to ascertain whether it's a nod to him, but I think it is. So that's exactly why we used that very interesting terminology, which is coincidental, right? So let's move on to the very next question.
Avinash, small doubt. So how does part points work here? Like
You
since
get 5.
the 5 or 10, because 20 is
Oh, sorry, you get 10.
Yeah, okay.
You're right. You get 10. Perfect. My math is pretty weak, right? So you're the IIT guy. Okay, let's move on. You get 10. Yes, Taha, this is your question. Green clover, pink hearts, orange stars, and yellow moons are the first 4. The 5th was a blue diamond. 2018 saw unicorns, cornflakes, and snowmen, right? So what are we talking about, right? It's a particular product. It is from the food industry. I am looking out for a specific product from the food industry.
Something to do with Kellogg's.
Something to do with Kellogg's. Not something to do with Kellogg's. We move on to Deepansh. This is your question.
Cornflakes, I think something.
Arey bhai, wo Kellogg's bol diya. You're saying cornflakes. You need to give me a brand, right? You need to give me a brand. So you need to tell me something. So you're saying cornflakes.
Lucky Charms, I think.
What were you saying?
Lucky Charms, the thing that makes different types of food. Lucky Jams.
Lucky Jams.
Charms. CHARMS.
Yeah, why do you always get stuck up with the way you need to say the word? Okay, Lucky Charms is perfectly correct. We will give you points. That's 20 points for you. Yes, Lucky Charms, and it's not cornflakes. It's Lucky Charms by General Mills. So that's exactly what we want. And these are the Mar bits, right? Or the marshmallow bits of Lucky Charms. So that's the answer I was looking out for. We will give you that. We will give you 20 points for that. And I think with that, we come to the end of the first round. We will very quickly take a hold for a couple of minutes. And I think move on to the audience question. I will pass on to, are you all ready for the audience question? Yes, we are. Which brand adopted this slogan in 2017? Democracy dies in darkness. So very powerful brand, right? A very famous news brand. Please plug in your answers on where the quiz is streaming, on our YouTube channel as a comment, or on our Facebook channel, which is the channel of Institute of Management Technology, IMT Hyderabad, on Facebook and on YouTube. And we'll come back to you with the right answers and some goodies once we know and we have ascertained who's got the right answer. I think we have another question coming up, and that's also for the audience. Okay, the second audience question of the grand finale of the Inquisitive quiz. In the 1960s, US Post introduced this mascot. What was he called? So Aditya Singh, you put out some very cryptic message indicating something is to something. We will
was just applauding
explain that.
Knowledge.
Yes.
Like
What was
Pritam
that?
is regarded as the best college quizzer in the country. So like he's
okay.
doing like closer there.
But Pritam has now moved on and he's doing his MBA, right, in Mumbai. Okay, so Deepansh is the future Pritam, is what you're saying, or is the current Pritam? Okay, well done. Thanks for that deep insight. I think we have also made it public on this YouTube channel. Yes. Oh, these are your scores. Deepansh Gupta, no wonder you were matched with some other person, but I think it's very early days. So you're on 80, Adnan, you're on 40, Pradnumna. You've been smiling. I like your smiling face, but I think you need to like smile more and make me smile too by contributing something to the scoreboard, because Ramya likes to type in numbers and that is not a very interesting number. Pranav Hari on 30, Aditya Singh is on 20, Siddhi, Archie, need to buck up, early days yet, anything can happen in this quiz. Like they say, kuch bhi ho sakta hai. Akshit Singh, you're on 20, Manika and Taha, I know both of you are admiring the quiz, but we like you guys to put in some answers, right? And I think Pradumna is already crying. He's got himself a nice, was that a handkerchief? Okay, he's laughing. I don't know how you're able to like manage multiple emotions at one shot like this, Pradumna. You remind me of Shah Rukh Khan. You're like you're like weeping in 1 second, and the next frame you're like smiling. Well done. I think you also have a great career in cinema. And on that note, I think let's move into the buzzer round. And you seem to be very entertained, and I'm also very entertained. I love participants who have a sense of humor. I think even Archie is smiling now. Very well done, right? And Deepansh looks like one of those studios people. Yeah, Deepansh, look into the camera, boss. You're looking left and right, right? Yeah. What are you signaling to me?
I was just opening the buzzer.
Oh, you're opening the buzzer. Okay, please have everyone open their buzzers. Ramya,
Have you created a new game code, or is it the same game code?
Same game code.
Yeah, it's the same game code. It's the same game code. Yeah.
Could you just put it once more? I think
So we will
logged out.
just do a buzzer check, right? And I will ask a buzzer question, and everyone can go for it. It's a buzzer check.
Yeah,
okay.
Actually, I got logged out. So can you put the game code once more?
Yeah, the game code once again.
We will just take a short break and put out the game code again on the chat. So all of you have a look at the game code. It will be put on the chat. Okay, I've been getting a couple of WhatsApp messages saying, sir, can we take a short break or, for a minute or so after 20 questions because of certain biological necessities. Very happy to, maybe we'll give you like a 30-second, a minute break. I mean, you just need to switch off your camera. Don't get off. Just go do your deed and be back, right? I mean, I understand even a Tiki Bird had to run off the pitch once upon a time. So if you anyone does have these kind of necessities, I'm totally empathetic for the same. Please do not switch off the camera, right? Please do not switch off the camera.
Could you give us the game code again?
Yeah, wait, we will give you the game code again. Let me just... We will not be reading out the game code because we don't want people outside joining and then buzzing you over, right? So all of you guys have gotten the game code. Shubham has passed it all out to everybody on the chat. Everyone's gotten the game code. Everyone logged in? No, Preeti, do not put it up. Everyone's gotten a game code? Okay, now I'm going to ask the first buzzer question. To whom did Aditya Singh liken Deepansh Gupta as the future ... in business quizzing? So you need to type in a 2-word name or rather buzz and give me a 2-word name. Yeah, did anyone buzz?
Yeah, Adnan did.
Yes, and we request each of the participant to maintain seating positions because we would like both your hands on the buzzer. We would like to see that, right? I would like to see both your hands on the buzzer, and I would like to see that. So yeah, please bring your like this, right? This is how I'd like you guys to, maybe you can go till here, but not here. No. Keep it this way, right? Yeah. The best is what Taha is doing, this, right? So yeah, that's the right way, right? Okay, Deepansh, you got your buzzer in position. Adnan, you have. Pradumna, you have. Pranav, I think you're not even going to buzz. Oh, you are. Okay. Yes, Aditya. Yes. Siddhi, get your hands into the camera, please. Both your hands into the camera. Yes, well done. Archie, yes, well done. Like Taha has got the best position, right? I mean, I think he's got both his face and this one. I think he has a great future in modeling for mobile phones. Akshit, yes, well done. Manika, I think we are all set. Did you all buzz in your answers? Ramya, who are the first two people to buzz in, right? And
we cleared the buzzers. It's fine. Everyone.
Oh, you cleared and it worked. Okay. So Ramya will be telling me who is the person who buzzed first. The way we work is this way, right? There are 10 questions in this round, plus 10 and minus 5, right? If a person buzzes and gets the answer wrong, then the person who has buzzed second gets a chance at taking the shot. Right now, we have a Deepansh who have a pretty interesting lead, right? So he can cross buzz and prevent other questions from being in play. So giving everyone a fair chance, everyone has 2 shots at the buzzer, right? If a person has buzzed once, he will not obviously be able to pay the buzzer again because he has buzzed. And 1 and 2 will be considered, and we will tell you who's 1 and who's 2. First, we will take the answer from 1, and if the answer is wrong, then the person who's buzzed second will have an opportunity to answer. Clear? Simple? Yes, you guys can acknowledge by saying yes or no.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, it's clear.
Pranav, both hands, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, okay, very good. Let's start with the first question. Which e-commerce platform gets its name from Sanskrit for protagonist or star or the one who's in spotlight? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Has anyone buzzed?
No, nobody has buzzed.
Nobody has buzzed, and this question goes to the audience or anyone from the team who wants to just, teams on screen, anyone wants to just take a shot at it?
Is it Jabong? Is it Jabong?
It's not Jabong.
Is it Nika?
It is Nika. You should have gone for it. It is Nika. Next question coming up on the buzzer. Hands in the screen, hands on the screen.
I
Both
was
hands.
thinking of Naga, but I was.
Yeah, identify this man in the image. The man, not the horse. Identify the man on the image. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I think the buzzers have already gone, and Ramya will tell us who has buzzed.
Taha Uddin has buzzed first.
Who has buzzed?
Taha.
Taha, go for it.
This is Mahashya Dharampal Gulati of MDH.
MDH is perfectly correct. Maharshi Dhampal Gulati, may his soul rest in peace, and may you all have more masala in your life. Well done. Maharshi Dhampal is very well answered by Taha, and that is the Maharshi, the Hati, which was originally started once upon a time, not in India, but in Pakistan. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, that's how good looking he is. This is an Halloween advertisement by which brand? I think people have buzzed already, but I'll still do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, Ramya. Who has gone for the buzzer?
Deepansh.
Deepansh.
I
Deepansh,
think it's Fanta.
are you asking or are you answering?
I'm answering.
Your answer is Fanta and you get plus 10. Lovely answer by Deepansh. Fanta is correct, right? And let's move on to the next question. In the world of finance, if an entity moves from an investment grade rating to speculative grade status, this term is used to describe it. In religion, the term is used to talk about supernatural things that have been cast out of heaven or those who have sinned. Which term is this? Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We've also given Pranav even have time to exercise. But who's buzzed first?
Adnan.
Who?
Adnan.
I have buzzed.
Adnan has buzzed. Okay.
Okay, so is this fallen angel?
It is fallen angel, and that fallen angel will fetch you 10 points, but not a place in heaven. Well done, Adnan. Okay. You're not going to go to heaven on that one, but yes. I think Adnan's also thinking about virgins and stuff, but okay, let's move on. 10 points on that, and the next question coming up. Okay, name this web browser and what's so special about it. I need both points for parts. Both parts for points. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. People, I think I've already buzzed. Yes, Ramya.
Deepansh has buzzed.
I just pressed by
Deepansh,
mistake.
hands
I
are
don't
not
know the
visible. Deepansh, you need to be this way, right? I mean, you need to be this way.
I just
Yes.
pressed the buzzer by mistake. I don't know the answer.
Well done. And you get -5. Who's the person who's gone next?
Adnan.
Yeah.
Adnan.
So this is Halal Web, and it is a Islamic friendly web browser, which I do not
Yeah,
use.
what does that mean? Islamic friendly web browser matlab?
Which adhere to the religious values, like cut the contents which are restricted.
I am looking for a very specific word.
Yeah, it's halal web. It's
We'll give it to you.
it's
Okay.
Salam web or something. Halal. The content should be halal.
Got it. We'll give it to you +10, right? We'll give it to you. Okay, you are on the right track. Yeah. I wanted Sharia compliant, not halal, but we'll give it to you because I hope and I know that you seem to have all your values in place. So +10 for that answer. And let's move on to the next question. It's time to explore the great indoors, says the text. It's the ad by which particular brand, right? Think about automobiles and we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Akshit has buzzed.
Okay, Akshit has gone for it.
I think it's Google because there's a Google Home Mini in the picture. I don't know exactly.
Oh, you think it is Google. That way there's also a coffee cup, man. That if you want a cafe coffee day. No, it's not Google. You get -5 and who's gone second? I think Taha has gone second. The way he's excited about it. Yes, Taha.
Yes, this is
I
Jeep.
like a smiling face.
Yes, thank you. This is Jeep.
Why Jeep?
The bonnet, the grill in front of the grill.
Beautiful answer, Taha. Lovely answer. Okay. I do not know whether you worked it out or you've seen the ad before in your preparation, but either way, it's well done. That looks like the grill of the Jeep, and a great answer. A great answer by Taha, right? And you get +10. Okay. Deepansh, kindly sit properly, right? We will hold until you sit properly, right? And you need to maintain this position, right? Throughout the quiz, right? Pranav, you too. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Squareflex is a company that has been making reflectors for roads and products for road safety for the last 70 years. Identify this company's parent or group. Who owns this company? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. I already know that the buzzers are coming in or have come in. That's why it is irrelevant about whether I do my reverse numbers. Yes, Ramya. Who's gone for it?
Adnan.
Adnan.
Yeah. So these are made by Swarovski.
Okay.
And they made glasses, and also that's why.
So Swarovski, the guys who make crystal, also makes this, and that's why it's called Squareflex. Very well done. Lovely answer. Okay. Well worked out. And you get
Avinash, I want to. Hello, Avinash.
Yes.
Can we keep it this way that as soon as the buzzer, like one goes for the buzzer, just ask them, just stop the question. So just ask who else the person because they are getting so much time.
The numbers are registered on the buzz.
Yeah, but then you get the extra time. So it's like you press the buzzer and then
we
think.
will figure that out. It's okay, right? We are trying to maintain as much sobriety as possible, right? Anyways, the question is on the screen, so it's irrelevant, by the way. Okay, let's move on. Okay, these are limited edition launching in 2021. They're Vanilla flavored cookies and they're bright pink with cream filling. The campaign aims at spreading messages of kindness. Who or what is the inspiration for these Oreo cookies? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Has anyone gone for the buzzer?
Pradnumna.
Anyone?
Yes, Pradnumna.
Yeah, I buzzed by mistake. I saw the gap and I thought of shining and I buzzed.
See, Aditya, this is exactly why we don't mind people waiting, because these questions are not that easy to buzz. And Pradumna gets -5. Has anyone else buzzed?
Aditya.
Who?
Aditya.
Oh, you buzzed. See, Aditya, so you want me to like do what you want me to do? Yes. Now the luck is in your favor.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. All these things you know very well. Well done, Aditya. Let's show you what the answer is. Romantica by Lady Gaga. Right? We will accept that. Very well done, Aditya. Have you been seeing other Lady Gaga pictures on screen? Okay. I'm sure you would have known the answer even before the question came up. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Sleeper row and sky couch are solutions that utilize the existing structure in a more innovative manner. Right? What are sky couch and sleeper rows? Right? Who's buzzed? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Obviously, the buzzers have registered. I'm just doing this mock drill. Ramya, who is the person who's buzzed?
Aditya.
Aditya, yes.
Yeah. So these are there in the flight. So a sleeper row is like for all people like seated up, and then there is a couch also. So it's there in the like in the flight industry. Like airlines are coming up with these new seats. So
what do they do? And keep both your hands on screen.
Yeah. What do they do? Like people.
So what is a sky couch or what is a sleeper row? You need to tell me that.
So you basically you are sharing a seat with a stranger. You are sleeping.
Like Pranav is like letting his mind go wild. He's like, you're staring at this one with a stranger you're sleeping with, and
you are
right there. I really don't know what you're trying to say. We'll allow you to improve on your answer once more.
So like you need some maybe it's for more personal space. So like you have a couch there, and you have a so it's like the sofas and those things are being kept, and you have a row of basically the entire seat. You sleep over the 3 seats. Maybe it's like a sleeper row. So you take over the 3 seats.
That is basically what I want. Now you finally, chimped and got on to the right answer. So you get +10, right? And we will keep your mind that you don't like strangers next to you, and so on and so forth. And this is a kosher quiz, so I will hide my comments with regard to the kind of intentions you have in your mind. Yes, so these are sleeper rows. Basically, it allows you to get all of them together, and then you can lie down flat and sleep. So these are sleeper rows. So that's kind of what I'm looking out for. You get +10, and we move on to the next question. Okay, Xerox 914 was released in 1959, and it revolutionized the copying industry. What did the number 914 stand for? Hands up, Aditya. Dipanch, hands up. Yes, Ramya. Who has buzzed?
Aditya has buzzed first.
Yes, Aditya.
Yeah. So I'm guessing it was the address 914 in like Rochester, New York. So I'm guessing
you get -5. It has nothing to do with the address. Ramya, who was the second person who has buzzed?
Adnan.
Who?
Adnan.
Okay, Adnan, go for it.
It is because of the 9 by 14 inches dimensions.
What was for 9 by 14 inches?
It was the dimensions of the
dimensions
pages,
of what?
Pages of the output of that product. I have
the
read
pages, the paper.
Yeah.
Okay, +10 for you. It is so if you say dimensions, you need to give me the dimensions of something, right?
Yeah,
there
9 by 14 inches.
Copy original pages up to 9 inches by 14 inches. Well done. Lovely answer, Aditya. Adnan. I'm sorry, -5. for Aditya on that one. But well played, guys. You all can maybe turn your camera off for a minute and do not switch off anything. You can just come back. We will take a 1 minute break and you can just come back, right?
Is the buzzer round over?
Yes, the buzzer round is over and
Okay.
Ramya will do the audience question.
I'll do the audience question in a minute once the screen is back. All right, yeah. So the audience questions, we have two audience questions. These are for people watching on YouTube and Facebook. This is the first one. We have 6 images here. We would like you to connect all these images. These are representational images. In the first, you can see someone playing a sport and doing a particular action. Next, you can see the image of a certain goddess or a figure from mythology. And then you have 3 famous personalities, and then you see a mountain. So all of these are representational images, but they all have a business connect. So we would like you to think little laterally and come up with a possible connection for these 3 images, these 6 images.
This is the direct question for whom?
These are questions for the audience for viewing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
These are just fun questions for the audience. You can ping us your answers on our YouTube comments, or you can also take a shot at it on Facebook.
All right, moving on to the next question. She designed a very famous logo and she decided to use primary colors. But then she decided to break with the pattern and introduced just one secondary color, just to show that the brand doesn't follow rules always. So mostly primary colors and then just one secondary color in the logo. Which famous logo did she design? So these are the 2 questions we have for the audience. And now we can move to the scorecard.
Okay, these are interesting times and very interesting scores. Dipansh was in the lead last time and he's still continuing to be on the lead with 85 points, but Adnan's done a brilliant round. Adnan's had a great show. He's back in the brick wall with 80 points and pretty much neck to neck with Dipansh. Pradumna is on -5, but there is still half of a quiz to go. Pranav on 30. I've seen him turn matches. So anything can happen. He is like a Bumrah. And then there is Aditya Singh, who's like literally playing like Rishabh Pant in the practice match. So he's on 35. Siddhi and Archie, you guys need to get some scores on board. Akshit, also great answers. Manika, need to get some more stuff on the board. And Taha, some fantastic answers. So game's not over. It's only halfway. And I think we are back and all set to start off with the second half of the quiz. And I am, as you can see, a pretty kind quiz master. I can say no to phone calls, but I cannot say no to people who want to answer to nature's calls. So on that note, I think we can start off with the second half. And Ramya, you can bring on the main screen.
Yeah.
And I hope all the participants are back. Okay, so we will be moving anti-clockwise, and let's just wait for Akshit. We will be moving anti-clockwise, so we will just put up the slide which shows you how we will move. Yeah. So we start off with Taha, and then we move to Manika, then we come to Akshit, then Archie, then Siddhi, then Aditya, Pranav, Pradumna, Adnan, and we end with Dipansh. 10 questions, 20 points for a right answer, 20 points for a pass. Anyone can take a shot, anyone can win. We still are just halfway, so have fun. First question to Taha. When he was asked about the continuance of the rising X or dash, he answered that he could not calculate the madness of people. He is also quoted as stating, I can calculate the movement of the stars, but not the madness of men. Now, which famous polymath slash mathematician slash god of physics talking about a particular business phenomenon which happened during his time, right? So let me all clue you in, okay? The clue is think an apple a day, right? So that should give you a clue to one part of the answer. Obviously, you need to complete the entire answer. I will not give you part points because I've given you a clue. So you need to tell me who's talking about what. Taha, this is your question. And if you get both parts right, you will get 20 points.
I know one of the parts is Isaac Newton.
Go on.
Continuous of the rising dash. Rising.
Okay, let's move on to Manika. I am not
Avinash, small doubt. So is that dash? It's like a single word, or is it like a phrase, or it's just?
It's a phrase. It can be anything.
Okay.
Yeah? It's not a single word.
Okay.
It's not a single word. Right? Taha, because I passed you in case you want to take another shot, you can. It's not a single word, right? It's multiple words. So you want to take a shot? I'll give you another chance. Okay, well done. You are the virtuous lawyer, I appreciate it. Let's move on to Manika. Okay, it's not Manika now. I think we have changed positions. So Akshit is in Manika's position. But the question is to Manika. Manika, do you have an answer? We will have to pass on. The question is now to Akshay.
It's Isaac Newton, and I think it's South Sea bubble.
Isaac Newton and the South Sea bubble
Yes.
is your answer.
Yes.
Lovely answer, Akshay. You get 20 points. Beautiful answer. Right? It's Isaac Newton talking about South Sea companies' rising stocks. He said, like, I know I can do math, but I can't like calculate the madness of people. Beautiful answer. Very well worked out. Taha got onto the Apple track, but I guess he did not bite the entire bit. So no points, Taha. 20 points, Akshay. And this is your question again, Akshay. Looking good. Akshit is looking good. These scarves were designed for a particular brand by Lola Prusak. Identify the brand by looking at the items on the scarf. Look at the items on the scarf. It's a clue. And what would you put in the center, or what would go in the center, keeping in mind the brand's history and the workoutable iconography? So if you look at those images, right, you can see some animals. So ideally, what would you put all those animals together, and what should go into the center of that scarf? So which is this brand?
I think it's Hermes. It's a UK based company, I guess. UK based brand.
Why are you saying it's Hermes? So you need to tell me the brand, right? And you need to tell me what needs to go in the center. So you've given Hermes, you need to tell me what goes into the center.
Wait a second, let me think. I think Rath. What do we call Rath in English? I think chariot.
We'll give you the points. Okay, this
chariot.
is a bilingual, multilingual quiz. If you say Rath in Hindi, and if it is chariot, I will obviously give you points. Beautifully worked out. Okay, those horses and all those elements should get together and become a chariot, and that's the logo of Hermes.
Hermes.
And Lola Prozac used to work for as a stylist, and what she did was she broke up the parts of the logo and put it across the scarf, and in the center it became the entire chariot. Lovely answer, Akshay. Very well worked out. 40 points. I think you're back in the game. Now the next question is to Archie Jain. A video game called Afterworld, The Age of Tomorrow was recently launched. The game is set in 2031 and the tasks involve nothing more than walking across 5 levels and then occasionally shopping. Very interesting game. I'm just being sarcastic. Now you need to tell me who released this game and why. There are some letters in the bottom, right, which may give you an indicative idea as to what letter the brand might actually start with, right? Look to the bottom right. You might get an idea as to what the brand name actually starts with, but you need to give me 2 parts, which is what is the name of the brand and why was this game released?
I don't have any idea to this question.
Don't have an answer. We pass on to Siddhi.
So basically, this is by Balenciaga, and this is for the debut of his next clothing collection.
Next clothing collection. Okay.
Debut of the clothing collection, which is going to release in 2021.
Okay. We need to move on to Aditya.
So Balenciaga released this, and why? Because due to the COVID, so you cannot go to the Balenciaga store and shop. So it's like a VR thing. So VR
Okay,
shopping.
no, it's not a VR shopping experience.
I mean, you go there,
but that was not the reason as to why they did it, and I'm not yet confirmed whether it's Balenciaga too. Pranav, with your question.
Okay, since Balenciaga, even if I answer is not going to fetch me points, I'm going to guess it's Big Basket. And since BB is there,
Okay.
and why? Yeah, same as like virtual shopping.
Virtual shopping. Pradumna, your question.
I'd say this is a game released by Greta Thunberg to.
Okay, that's not the right answer. Adnan, however interesting it might have sounded. Okay, we'll have to pass on to Deepansh. Okay, we'll have to give 5 points to Siddhi. Well
I
answered.
think
Yeah, well answered, Siddhi. Okay, the question actually needs to come to Taha, right?
Yeah.
I have not given the answer. You didn't.
No, who has not given the answer?
Deepansh.
Deepansh, you need to give your answers much more quickly, right? We
Yeah.
have asked you, and the question's gone to Taha. Anyways, we will be giving 5 points to Siddhi because she started off on the Balenciaga track, so you get 5. So Taha, if you want to get the next 5, you need to very quickly tell me what fits in.
Something to do with futuristic clothing, like how we would dress up in 2031, say something like that.
No, nothing to do with futuristic clothing. We need to move on and give you the right answer.
Excuse me.
The answer is that it was to show all the 50 looks of their fall 2021 collection, right? All
So
the
I was saying the same thing, that she is going to debut her clothing collection of 2021.
Yeah, so I was actually, there are actually 50 floors. Yeah, so I was actually thinking very hard and wanting to be a kind quizmaster, but now you just been very rude to me. And I might decide to retain the 5 points to myself. No, I'm going to give you all the 10 points, Siddhi. Yes, you
Sir, we
deserve
are being awarded 10 points or 20 points?
Sorry,
in this
20 points. You get 20. You get the full points. When I said 10, just multiplied by 2 because of the habitual pointage. I was looking at a very specific 50 looks, but being the kind quiz master and having seen that no one got even close to what you said,
So
I will give you 20 points. So be happy.
But I meant to say the same thing, that she's going to basically present her debut collection of 2021.
Yes, I did give you the points. Are you listening to me?
Okay, thank you, sir.
I
Sorry, sir.
I gave you the points like 2 minutes ago, even before you started arguing. You have gotten your 20 points.
Actually, the voice is lagging too much. I am not able to hear everything correctly.
Okay, no problem. You have 20 points, Siddhi. Don't worry. Okay, you
thank
have
you,
20
sir.
points in your kitty. Okay, we gave it to you that time. Okay, I can't fight against lags of time and break relativity and stuff. So you get 20 points. Let's move on.
Excuse me, am I audible?
Who was that? Yes, you are audible.
Okay. I thought I got disconnected.
Yes, okay. Let's move on to the next one. This is your question, Archie. Manika, we are not able to see you on the screen, but we hope you're back very quickly. Archie, this is your question. This entity occupies floors 34 to 52 of this monolithic location, which gets its nickname from an acidic silicon dioxide related comment made by English Heritage. So which entity and which iconic location? So you need to, this is basically a hotel, okay? And it's in a very famous location. Give me the name of the hotel and where is this hotel, right?
I think its iconic location is London.
No, I need a much more precise answer than that.
Shangri-La, London.
Shangri-La, London, and which? So Shangri-La is the hotel. So which iconic location? I think we have larger images, Ramya. So maybe you can show it. Archie, you have another shot at it. We'll have to pass you. Siddhi, question goes to you.
I think it's Sharad.
Is it? It's the Shard. And so we'll split points. Archie gets 5 points. She gets 5 points for saying Shangri-La, and Siddhi gets 5 points for saying shard. Okay, so that's the answer we are looking out for. And let's move on to the next question. Yeah, so this is Renzo Piano. He's the guy who designed it, right? It's the Shangri-La Hotel at the Shard. It's called the Shard because it looks like a piece of glass. Silicon dioxide is glass. So
Sir, I had a doubt in the point system. The breaking of the points is 5 and 5 or
10. No, they get 10 and 10, right?
10 and 10.
So whatever I say, when I say 5, just multiply it by 2. The IIT Magnite already mentioned that, right? When he said 5, I said multiplied by 2 when Pranav asked it for the very first time. So you get 10 and Siddhi also gets 10, right? So part points. Let's move on to the next question. Yeah. Aditya, we are able to only see your hand and we're not able to see you properly in the screen. Okay. Let's play the video.
Until 18 of Suez. But we're such a fine match, it would be selfish of me not to let you go. Duke of Devonshire. He loves me. Yes, of course. I've only met him twice. I do believe you will be happy with him. Oh, I shall more.
Ignore all this.
The Duchess of Devonshire.
So, this is the story of Georgiana Spencer, who was the Duchess of Devonshire, who was originally married to this person.
As a campaigner,
terribly.
But then
my ability to draw attention.
fell deeply in love with this man, this person, right? You need to tell me who is this person? Who is this person? Right? This is, I think this is Siddhi's question.
Yes.
Sir, this movie is Dorian Gray.
Okay. So this person is Dorian Gray.
And the name is Dominic Cooper itself.
Okay, we'll have to pass you. Aditya, it's your question.
Hello.
Yes.
So I've seen this movie, but I have not researched. But this guy plays Charles Gray.
He's Charles Gray. And why does he feature in this quiz?
I clearly don't have an idea. Like I have just seen the movie.
You just seen the movie and you know his name is Charles Gray.
Yeah, like in the movie.
In the movie, and you remember his name.
Is it due to the tea brand?
We'll give you the points. Okay, we'll give you the points. His name is Charles Gray. The world of business knows him as Earl Grey. This is the man after whom the Earl Grey tea is actually named. Well done. Lovely answer. 20 points, Aditya. Okay, this is the next. So next question goes to Aditya again, right? So this is your question. This is a watershed, albeit not so popular event in world history, and it gave birth to something iconic. Identify at least one of the racers, and how did this race literally change automobile history? Identify at least one of the racers, and how did the race change automobile history? Ramya, do we have a larger picture?
Yes.
No, we don't. Yep. Oh, yeah, but you can look at the second image and it's pretty identifiable. You should be able to identify at least one of them. And you tell me, how did this race change automobile history?
You said, how did this place change?
How did this race? The question is there on the
no? Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay. So I am going to guess. Is this guy Louis Chevrolet? And basically, Louis Chevrolet was a racer from Switzerland. So Louis Chevrolet and basically General Motors then started with a brand Louis Chevrolet.
No, it's not Louis Chevrolet. We will have to move on, and we'll have to move on very quickly, guys, because we have to, finish another round. So Pranav, this is your question. Any guesses? Are you talking into the mic? You're on the mute.
Yeah. So I'm not sure who the racer are, but I'm guessing the way it changed automobile history is like the first time that an automobile was able to beat some like 100 miles per hour limit or something like
No,
that.
that's not the answer. Pradyumna, it's your question. Do you have an answer?
So the car on the right looks like a Ford. So I'm guessing a Ford, and my guess is that the race was between the steam engine and the diesel engine. So the first time a diesel engine beat off a steam engine.
Okay. And how did that change automobile history?
So there are similar instances, especially in railway, where
No, that's not the answer. I'm
no,
looking for a question passes to Adnan.
I think this is one of the races is Henry Ford, and maybe Henry Ford won the race, and that went on to establish Ford Motors.
Lovely answer. Did you guess that?
Yeah, it was completely.
Yeah, so basically Henry Ford had literally run out of money. So the only way he could literally make money and restart or continue with his business was him actually racing his own car in a race, and the name of that race was called Sweepstakes. He designed a car called Sweepstakes specifically to compete against Alexander Winton, who was the other racer, one of the most popular races of his time. And this was the only race in his life which he ever competed in. He won the race, received the required financial support because of the popularity he received, and that's how he established the current Ford Motor Company. So lovely answer, Adnan. You get the full answer, so you get 20 points. But I also heard Pradyumna mention Ford, so me being the quiz master will give him 10 points, right? So you get part points, and Adnan, you get the other half. So Ford came from Pradyumna, you get 10. Adnan said Ford and Ford Motor Company, you get 10, right? Pradyumna, I think you should be happy with that, man. You guessed Ford and you got it. And then Adnan, I think that was literally a rabbit out of the hat and fantastic answer.
I just built on his guess.
Yeah, so 10 points over there at 10 points. So you guys share points, and the next question is up for the grabs. Okay, this is Pranav's question, if I'm not mistaken. It's Pranav, it's your question, right?
Yeah.
In September 1979, he was playing cricket in the Kanga League. The Kanga League is played during the monsoon season with adverse weather conditions. He was a non-striker and his partner took the ball, and he went for a sharp single. When he was running back between the wickets, the fielder threw the ball back at the stumps. Unfortunately, the ball hit him, leading to a major critical surgery. This stopped his entire cricketing career. Which cricketer who trained under Ramakant Achrekar in school is Mr. Bharat N. Doshi, who's another famous businessman, talking about over here?
As in, you're saying like he's known as, okay, so the only business connect is B.M. Doshi.
No. You need to tell me who's B.N. Doshi talking about. You just need to tell me who's this cricketer who played the Kanga League and then got hurt and then had to take a different career path. He actually learned playing cricket or was also tutored by Ramakant Achrekar.
Okay. Okay. So apart from Sachin, the only like Marathi cricket funda I know is Harshad Mehta used to play cricket. So I'm guessing this is Harshad Mehta.
No, it's not Harshad Mehta. Very good guess. Pradyumna, passes to you, but you guys are all guessing well. Pradyumna, your question. We'll have to pass you, Pradyumna.
No, just a second.
Yeah?
I have a guess, and it's a terrible guess. I'm guessing it's Uday Kotak.
Why Uday Kotak?
Because I've heard this question somewhere in SlideShare.
Okay, well done. It is Uday Kotak. I don't know whether, unfortunately, I did not see the same SlideShare presentation, but it's got 20 points. Okay, good. Crawling SlideShare will get you some points. That's all these things go into preparation. It is Uday Kotak and Adnan. The next question comes to you. Yeah. In the 1970s, McDonald's used tiny spoons as coffee stirrers. They now use paddles. If you go to McDonald's, you see those paddles, right? So what is the primary reason for people stopping to use these spoons?
I know this.
I think this quiz is getting extremely interesting as everyone's literally coming back with some super answers, right? And their minds are working and guys are literally plucking answers from their mind palace like apples falling on
Okay, so
children's head. No, hold on. This is Adnan's question.
yeah, I am Adnan.
Yeah, I know you are Adnan. Please tell me your
Wait,
answer.
isn't this Pradyumna's question? Because the previous
Sorry,
question.
it is Pradyumna's question. Well,
Yeah.
well pointed out. Pranav?
Thanks. I have a guess. Like I'm guessing.
So you don't need to have a prelude to every answer. You need to get on to answering the question.
Yeah, so these spoons like they can be used for taking drugs, because if they are handled long and if you put down a fire, they can be used to burn cocaine and take an injection. So
they are used for taking drugs.
Yeah.
They are actually not used for taking drugs. They are used for measuring drugs. It was actually called.
Yeah.
It got so bad that it became a unit of measure. Mac spoons were a unit of measuring cocaine at one point in time, as a result of which it was stopped. Lovely answer, Pradyumna. You picked up 40 on the go, and you are literally back in the race. And you are originally worried about clocking in from Agartala. Yeah, these spoons started being used extensively amongst drug addicts. It was used to measure cocaine, and the dose of cocaine came to be called a Mach spoon or a Mac spoon, right? Very, very, very nicely answered. Adnan, this is your question. I think Taha was waiting for it. He doesn't look like a practice, but he looks like a guy who reads about this stuff. Adnan, it's your question now. Yes, basically you need to tell me who's meeting whom. This connection began back in 1782 when one was at a military school in Brion de la Chateau. It was here that he met his friend, grandson of Claude, who founded a particular business. The younger hire was at school soliciting orders for a family business when he encountered the other individual, right? So you need to maintain and name both of them, right? If you name one of them, you get part points. So I think we have a large.
Are their names the brand name itself?
Who's Adnan? You already went for the answer. What's the answer?
Yeah, I'm just asking. That is the the brand name itself.
I don't know. We are not playing 20 questions. You need to give me both people's names.
Can this be Moet?
Can be maybe
Moet and Chandon. Because Moet and Chandon, maybe.
Mohit and Chandan.
Yeah, because
they sound like two Indian names, Mohit and Chandan. Okay.
No, the French.
Okay, Deepansh, your question.
I think it's Genarary and French window. They were sea merchants, I guess.
No, we'll have to pass on to
French
Taha.
winter it is, I think.
I heard your answer. Your question.
Yes, I think looking at the picture, this is Napoleon Bonaparte and some, these are champagne bottles or something.
Oh, which person?
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Napoleon Bonaparte and champagne bottles. So which person?
Moat.
We'll give you the points. You get 10 points for Napoleon. And I like the way Adnan said Mohit and Chandan. It was not Mohit and Chandan. It is Mohit Chandan or Mohit Chandon actually. Okay, you Indianize the name very nicely, but you get 10 points. And yes, the other man is Napoleon. Napoleon and Mohit are right. Napoleon made a point of visiting Mohit and Chandon house to stock up on cases of
Sir, I said Jean Remy.
Yeah. You didn't say no. So you said Jean Remy, but
yes,
Adnan
sir.
already said Mohit, right?
Yes, sir. I said Jean Remy.
Before Ta. Yes, you
Yes,
get the points. Well done. Okay, you get the points. Sorry about that, Ta. I wanted Jean Remy Mohit, but okay, we'll give you the points.
Hello. Adnan answered Moet.
I answered before
Moet and
Dipansh.
Shandong. So
Adnan
Adnan
answered
gets 10 for
Moet.
Moet.
Yeah,
Napoleon was
Adnan
answered by.
Moet and Taha
Yes.
completed with Napoleon. So
So
I
I
think
guess
So
Dipansh
Dipansh
should
gets
not.
nothing.
is correct.
So Dipansh should not get them because I answered
I
before.
guessed it. He
Points
didn't
distribution is correct, right? So 10 points to Adnan and 10 points to Taha. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sir, Adnan didn't said Jin Remy. I said Jin Remy.
no,
Yeah, I
वो
said
उसका full
Moet.
name है. अगर उसने like he
right,
answered.
guys, relax.
Yeah.
Let the quizmaster take the decision. Adnan said Moet, right? And that is a part of the answer. So he gets 10.
But that wasn't the full name, sir. I said the full name.
Dipansh, I don't want the full name. I want the name, right? I didn't ask for the full name. I want the name, as a result of which I heard Moet. Adnan gets 10 points. Taha gets 10 points, and we move on. And at the end of the day, the last name is what counts in a quiz. The first names do not really matter, right? So I got Moet from Adnan, so he gets 10 points, and I got Napoleon from Ta, and he gets 10 points. And let's move on to the next question. Yeah, so this is your question, Dipansh. Why did this currency note released in 2011 and 2012 cause controversy in Nepal and eventually lead to redesign of this note? I need a quick answer. We will have to pass you, Dipansh. And the question goes to Taha.
Something to do with Lord Ganesha or some.
No, nothing to do with Lord Ganesha. Oh, okay, we pass on to Akshit. We then pass. Yeah, Akshit.
Financial. I think there was a financial. I think they removed the photo of the king on this note.
No,
Something like that.
I heard your first part. You said they had a financial, and then you went on to some king.
Hello.
Archie, let's
Am I
move on.
audible?
Yeah,
hello. I know the answer. Hello.
We heard your answer.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Akshit.
So I said that they removed the photo of the king from the back of the note.
I heard that.
Okay.
That's not the right answer. So we are moving on to Archie, right? Guys, we will have to move very quickly to Siddhi.
Sir, I don't know the answer.
Okay, we will pass on to Aditya.
Yes. Thank you, Avinash. So these are African elephants. So earlier.
That's the answer I'm looking out for. Okay, these are African elephants. They're not representative of the elephants which live in India. So you get plus 20. And well cracked, Aditya. India, Nepal, these are not the kind of elephants which we'll find out here. And that's why it got into controversy. And let's move on to the answer slide. And we need to very quickly move because we will now, we are running ahead of time. So right now we are at 6:28 according to my clock. We will have to stop exactly in another 4.5 minutes. Right, so we will very quickly move into the buzzer round. So as many questions go through, those many questions will be done. Right, so we stop exactly at 6:34. Right, let's move on.
Can we have this course?
We can show the audience question very quickly. Flash it very quickly. Yeah, so these bottles are collaboration between Perrier and which artist? Right, that's the audience question. Please ping in your answers on the Facebook page and the YouTube page, and you might get points. Identify the person in the artwork. Who's this person? You can see his entire body tattooed. Both the answers can be pinged and put on the YouTube page and on the Facebook page. And let's come back to the main round by clicking on home. The new code for the buzzin.live, if you guys have got it, I'll just say it. It's 792254.
Could you reset the buzzer?
254.
Sir, it's live streamed, so don't.
Yeah, that's okay. That doesn't matter. We'll figure it because, right? That's okay. We'll figure that out. We already have thought of a bracket. Let's start on. We are 6:30. Only 4 minutes for the buzzer. So how many of our questions go through? That many, right? These are the scores. Okay, Adnan in the lead. Deepansh is second, and Aditya is also very close behind. So anyone's battle. Let's move on. Right? Adnan, Centurion now, Deepansh 85, Aditya 75. First buzzer question coming up very quickly. We will move very, very quickly through the buzzers. We will literally power through. So be very quick. As we enter the second buzzer, the rules are the same. 10 points for the correct answer, -5. And 2 shots at the buzzer. That's the top 1 and 2.
I am unable to join the game in Buzzin.
There is a new code.
There is a new passcode, right? The passcode has been put on chat.
Okay, sorry, sir.
Did you join it? I think we are good. Right?
Yeah.
Let's go on. First question coming up. Yeah. So what is special about this makeup range brought out by L'Oreal? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anyone's buzzed, Ramya?
Yes, Aditya has buzzed.
Yes,
Yeah,
Aditya, go for it.
Yeah, so these are virtual makeups. So I mean, you just go to the website and it's not real. Like you are not applying it.
That's fine.
Virtual makeup.
You get +10 for that. Let's move on to the next question. Let's move on. That's a lovely answer. Let's move on to the next question. Okay. He served as the US Secretary of Agriculture in the President Woodrow Wilson's administration. Which media conglomerate was founded by him? I think we've got buzzers coming in. Yes, Ramya. Who has gone for it?
Pranav Hari.
Pranav Hari, go for it.
I'm guessing it's NPR.
NPR will get you a -5. Who's next? Ramya?
We have Akshit.
Akshit, you gone for it.
I thought
Akshit, I need to see both your hands on the buzzer.
Edwentine Meredith
is correct. +10 for Akshit, and let's move on to the next one. Guys, both your hands on the buzzer, please. Siddhi, I can't see both your hands. Siddhi, I need to see both your hands, guys. All of you, both your hands on the buzzer. Pranav, I can't see it. Right? Yes, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, so why was this version of a logo released, and you need to explain. Who's gone for the buzzer?
Pranav Hari.
Pranav Hari, yes.
Yeah, so I think this is during the International Women's Day, and like Chiquita usually had a Chiquita lady who was carrying a basket of.
No, it's not during Women's Day, so you get -5. Anyone else taking a shot at it?
Aditya.
Aditya.
Yeah, so it's the missing banana. Basically, it was released because.
Okay, it's not a missing banana. You also get -5, and we will have to move on to the next question. The answer is the lady went back home, so they took her home because it was COVID time. So she said, "I'm back home safe. I hope you guys are all." Okay, this is the last buzzer question. Let's put it out there. What is happening here? Have anyone buzzed?
Yes, we have Adnan who's buzzed.
Adnan has buzzed. Adnan, go for it.
I don't have it. Give me a -5.
Okay, you get a -5, and no one else has buzzed for it. As there?
Pranav Hari is buzzed.
Yes, Pranav.
I'm guessing like after a long time, after Italy reopened, they are like praying for the pizza
No,
or
not
something
Italy
like that.
reopening. Okay, I think we will have to show you the answer. He is a Parsi person. He's a Parsi man. This is the Kayani Bakery reopening, right? This is a
Sir,
Kayani.
I had a doubt, sir. When Adnan unmuted his mic, there was 2 or 3 noises. This mainly happens when there is a Google Meet or Zoom going on the same laptop.
Bro.
No, that's all okay. That's fine. Dipansh, let's go ahead and play.
I am on unmute almost the whole time.
Yeah. So I think we've had enough. This one's in play. Let's go on to the next one. And the last question. Last question coming up. Yeah. Ad by which brand? Has anyone gone for it, Ramya?
Adnan.
Adnan's gone for it. Yes.
I think this is by Domino's. It's like
It's not by
no. Pizza Hut.
Answer, you get
Pizza Hut.
You get -5. Who's second on the buzzer?
Dipansh.
It's Pizza
Yes,
Hut. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut.
He said the answer.
Right, lovely. With that, I think we come to the end.
Adnan said the answer.
Okay, we come to the end of this.
I buzzed that. So.
Yeah.
We come to the end of the quiz. Yeah, the crosstalk incidentally, apologies, is also courtesy my laptop, right? I have also just shut that out. Let's come back to the main screen. Don't worry, everyone's playing fair and square. On that note, I think we come to the end of the quiz. We are happy to hear your feedback, and we can give you we'll spend a minute discussing the quiz while we get the entire back end sorted. I request the other people to kindly keep your mics on silent whilst the participants can give their feedback on the quiz. Yes, so anyone wants to go first? Maybe we can give Pranav the opportunity. Pranav, any feedback? What do you think? Did you enjoy the quiz? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, the questions were really good. Like the quality of questions were much like tougher when compared to last year. I was part of the last year's edition. Yeah, overall it was very nice.
Okay, so let's move on. Akshit, any feedback? Okay. Akshit seems to be very quiet. Adnan, who came in like a racehorse towards the end, I'm sure he's waiting for the scores. Adnan, we're happy to hear feedback from you.
Yeah, it was really exciting, and yeah.
Okay,
and thank you for
exciting.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm just glad the quiz wasn't call styles, like it was workoutable. For example, my favorite question was the Napoleon question, because we know Napoleon stands with his hand on the tummy. So that should be the first clue when you see that image. So there were some image questions where you see and then you just get the clue. Like that is a Ford, that is not a Chevrolet. So things like that. That was fun.
Thank you. Very nice, very kind words. Yes, Dipansh, over to you.
It was a very nice quiz. The questions were very, very good, and the quality of the questions were very good. I really enjoyed it.
Yes, Pradyumna, you not had to jump onto your backup, etc. You should thank your Wi-Fi for it.
No, I went out twice.
Yeah, what did you think?
Beg your pardon?
What did you think of the quiz?
I just gave my review about the Napoleon.
Oh, I think you are off the screen, so we couldn't get that. Thanks a lot. Oh, you are the one who talked about the champagne and the Napoleon bit.
Yeah. So I'm just glad this wasn't cold styles. Like cold styles quizzes, especially this cold styles quizzes, get so boring and drudgy.
Okay. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank all the back-end work, right? Preeti and her team, Tushar and her team, Anirbandha, who was remarkable in like bringing this quiz together. The team from IMT Hyderabad, who've been working day in and day out to get this entire ecosystem online, which is not actually very easy. Trying and making the quiz Google proof, that's also not very easy. And I also want to thank all the participants of this quiz who literally had to move away from their regular postures and had to follow some rules because we had to keep the quiz as fair as we could. So thank you very much. And on that note, I would pass the mic on to our organizers who will come on screen and firstly share a few words and then give you the scores, and then we will announce the top 3. Over to you, team.
So, after a tough fight among the participants, we finally have our winners for the second edition of Inquisitive Quiz by IMT Hyderabad. The second runner-up for the quiz is Aditya. The student will be awarded with a prize money of 20,000. Congratulations, Aditya.
Wait, guys, we haven't finished yet. It's the time to announce the first runner-up. The first runner-up is Dipansh, and he will be receiving a check of rupees 30,000.
Well, now it is time to reveal our champion, the quiz wizard. The quiz wizard is Adnan. Congratulations, Adnan. You will be taking home a whooping amount of rupees 50,000 for your excellence in the quiz competition.
I think all of you can give Adnan a big hand, at least virtually. So well done to the top 3. Fantastic work and some great workout answers. I think.
Excuse me.
Sorry. All right. So there is some mistake from our end, from the MC part. So the second runner-up is Aditya. The first runner-up is Adnan, and the winner is Dipansh.
We congratulate all the participants.
And put up the scores?
Yeah, the point system
Excuse
says
me.
that I should win.
Can you present the scorecard again?
Yeah, we're just putting up the scorecard. Just please hold on.
Yeah, I have shared the scorecard. Can we switch to the scorecard?
Yeah, I think there's, okay, coming in second runners up. I'm sure all of you guys have also kept your scores. Coming in second runners up is Aditya Singh on 80 points. So fantastic answering by Aditya. Please give him a big hand. Okay, coming in first runner up was Adnan Azmat. I think the last question pipped him out, right? I think he ended up getting negatives on the Domino's bit. He ate the wrong pizza. He has a wrong pizza affinity. As a result of which, Dipansh moved ahead of him and he ate the right pizza with Pizza Hut. Adnan comes in runners up with 90 points, and Dipansh wins this quiz after going back and forth, literally having a yo-yo ride, and Adnan gave him a very quick and a close fight to the finish. Dipansh wins this quiz with 95 points. So very close battle. Congratulations to the winners. Dipansh Gupta on 95. Aditya Singh coming in second runners up on 80. And Adnan, I'm sure he must be like pretty upset after doing a fantastic comeback and then losing out on the last question. So Aditya Singh takes home a check of 20,000 rupees. And don't worry, the check will come home. So you should be very happy. It's a quiz from home, earn money from home kind of a concept. A big hand to to the organizers, and with this we come to the end of Inquisitive, the Biz Quiz from IMT Hyderabad. Second place, again reiterating Adnan Azmat, fantastic show, a very Sehwag-esque show. Got him to 90, but Dipansh held it there and ended up winning this quiz with 95. So thank you very much, and a big hand to all the participants who took their time out from doing the prelims, getting on to the bandwagon from 6,000 people to getting onto the top 10, and then performing fantastically on this stage of business quizzing at this level. Congratulations all.
We thank all of our participants at Inquisitive Quiz. It was indeed an amazing experience for us to witness the talent of all the young minds. We now request Professor Kalyan sir to give away a vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
All right, thank you. Very good evening, everyone. My name is Kalyan Chejarla. I am a professor of Operations Management area at IMT Hyderabad. It's my pleasure and honor to express our gratitude at the successful culmination of this highly popular national event among graduate students. You'll be happy to know that we have had about 11.5 lakh viewers to this program so far, and we are thankful to each one of these viewers for their patronage. Nearly 6,000 students registered for this multi-round quiz event, and we thank each one of these registrants. We thank the team from our promoting partner Dare to Compete, that is D2C, consisting of Ankit, Tushar, Himanshu, Charu, and others. The smooth conduct and great looking platform design would not have been possible without the support of our finale hosting partner, Wings Events. We thank the Wings Events team consisting of Preeti, Nidesh, Sally, Manoj, Sahil, and Ruchi. Our special thanks to the energetic and highly optimistic quizmaster, Mr. Avinash Mudaliar, who has kept the enthusiasm of the participants at their peak throughout the event program. We would like to thank our scoring team consisting of Ms. Ramya Mudaliar and Shaivya and Mudassir from IMT Hyderabad. MCs Kopal Jain and Anish Chaudhary from IMT Hyderabad have very nicely shouldered their responsibility of smooth execution of the event. Finally, without the support of IMT Hyderabad management team consisting of Dr. M. Venkateshwarlu, our director, Dr. K. Sriharsha Reddy, our dean, Dr. Saurabh Bhattacharya, admissions chairperson, Ms. Sargi and Mr. Anirban from admissions team, students and alumni of IMT Hyderabad team, and media relations team, the program would not have been half as successful. We sincerely thank you, all of you, sirs. We once again express our heartfelt gratitude to one and all who have contributed to the success of this national event. And with that, thank you, stay safe, and good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, sir. It was really nice to hear it from your side. We would like to again put up the screens for the winners and the runner-ups. Can we please have them on the screen? So we have the national winner as Dipansh Gupta from the Hindu College, who will be getting a prize of 50,000 rupees. Congratulations to you, Dipansh.
Thank you so much.
Coming up next on the screen is our second runner-up, Mr. Aditya Singh from BITS Pilani. He will be receiving a check prize of rupees 20,000. Congratulations, Aditya. And last but not the least, our first runner-up, Mr. Adnan Azmat from BIT Mishra, and he will be receiving a check of rupees 30,000 rupees. Congratulations, Adnan. So thank you so much everyone whosoever has made it to the event, and we're really thankful to all the audiences who have been patient listening to with us. We would like to sum up this event right now. So thank you so much everybody.
Thank you for your patience listening.
Thank you so much.